Suzuki's story unfolds as a sweeping, intricate narrative of escape, survival, and a desperate yearning for familial connection. It begins with his most recent breakout from a maximum security jail, a feat that, in itself, sets the tone for a life defined by ingenuity and defiance. In a prison where every move is monitored and every moment scrutinized, Suzuki's ability to outwit his captors speaks volumes about his resourcefulness and his unyielding drive to reclaim his freedom. Even confined to solitary, where isolation is meant to break a person's spirit, he manages to orchestrate escapes that are both daring and meticulously planned. Each escape attempt is not merely an act of rebellion, but a carefully crafted performance in which he leverages even the most mundane objects, transforming them into keys to his liberation. The narrative weaves between the present, where Suzuki is once again on the run, and flashbacks that reveal the deep scars of his past. As the story shifts in time, we witness the formative experiences that have indelibly marked him. From the early loss of his mother, a loss that left an irreplaceable void, to the subsequent imprisonment of his father, every moment of his childhood is painted with a raw, unfiltered intensity. These memories are not simply recounted for dramatic effect. They serve as the emotional undercurrent of his actions. They explain, in a profound and often heartbreaking manner, why Suzuki is compelled to escape repeatedly. It is not only the physical act of breaking free from the confines of a high-security prison, but also an attempt to break the invisible chains that his past has wrapped around him. Suzuki's life is defined by a recurring cycle of escape and recapture, a pattern that has rendered him a legend in his own time. His escapes are notorious for their audacity and precision, often culminating in his eventual recapture in the most ironic of locations, such as near bustling train tracks. Each successful breakout only serves to intensify the legend of his ingenuity, while his subsequent capture reminds him and those who follow his story of the inescapable grip of fate. Throughout his numerous attempts, there is a constant tension between the thrill of freedom and the crushing weight of inevitable return. This tension is further heightened by the psychological toll that incarceration takes on him, a theme that runs deep in the narrative. The oppressive environment of the prison, with its relentless surveillance and the harshness of solitary confinement, not only tests his physical limits, but also erodes the human spirit. Yet, Suzuki's repeated triumphs in these dire circumstances underscore an indomitable will, a refusal to surrender to the circumstances that seek to confine him. Amid these relentless pursuits of freedom, the heart of Suzuki's story beats strongest in the quiet, deeply personal moments of reflection that reveal his innermost desires. His repeated escapes are fueled by a single, overriding goal: to reunite with his long-lost father. This yearning for reconnection, born out of a childhood marked by loss and abandonment, adds a layer of poignant humanity to his otherwise audacious escapades. The quest to find his father is not just a logistical challenge. It is an emotional pilgrimage that embodies both hope and despair. In every escape, there is a glimpse of the possibility of healing, of mending the broken ties of a past that has haunted him. Yet, this quest is fraught with irony and tragedy. In one of the most dramatic turns of his journey, Suzuki finds himself nearly achieving the reunion he so desperately craves, only to discover in a crushing twist that he has, in fact, escaped with the wrong man. This unexpected outcome is not merely a plot twist, but a powerful commentary on the unpredictable nature of fate. It forces him to confront the reality that even the most meticulously devised plans can lead to outcomes that shatter the very dreams they were meant to fulfill. As the narrative expands, it delves deeply into the psychological landscape of a man who is constantly at odds with his own identity. Suzuki's escapades are as much a battle against the physical confines of prison as they are a struggle against the mental and emotional prisons constructed by his past. The memories of a childhood filled with pain and abandonment linger like ghosts, haunting every decision and coloring every escape attempt with a bittersweet sense of urgency. In the quiet moments between the chaos of his daring escapes, he is forced to reckon with the profound loneliness that has defined his existence. This introspection adds layers of complexity to his character, transforming him from a mere criminal into a tragic figure. A man whose brilliance in orchestrating escapes is matched only by the sorrow of his internal battles. Throughout the story, the setting itself becomes a character, a silent witness to Suzuki's ongoing struggle. The prison, isolated on an island and surrounded by the relentless force of the water, symbolizes not only physical confinement, but also the emotional isolation that Suzuki experiences. The vast, unyielding ocean mirrors the immensity of his inner torment, a constant reminder of the chasm between his present reality and the freedom he so desperately seeks. In this way, the environment encapsulates the paradox of Suzuki's existence, the perpetual tension between the desire to break free and the inevitable pull of his past. In the end, Suzuki's journey is a testament to the complexity of human nature and the myriad forces that drive us to seek liberation, both externally and internally. His repeated escapes are not simply acts of defiance against a repressive system. They are a manifestation of a deeper, more intrinsic longing. A longing to overcome the limitations imposed by circumstance and to reclaim a sense of identity that has been lost over the years. The irony of escaping with the wrong man serves as a poignant reminder that the quest for freedom is fraught with unpredictable turns, and that sometimes the journey itself, with all its trials and tribulations, is as significant as the destination. Ultimately, the story of Suzuki is not just a chronicle of a notorious escape artist's exploits. It is a sweeping, multifaceted exploration of the human condition. It is a story that challenges us to consider the true meaning of freedom, the cost of our past, and the lengths to which we will go in pursuit of connection and redemption. In Suzuki's relentless pursuit, there is a profound commentary on the cyclical nature of life, where every escape, no matter how ingenious, is shadowed by the inescapable reality of our own histories. His journey, marked by moments of triumph and crushing despair, resonates as a powerful reminder that the search for freedom is as much about healing the wounds of the past as it is about defying the boundaries of the present.